G'day guys, Salgasp here, bringing you as promised the add-ons video. Now I'm actually not going to go into too much detail specifying my actual setup for said add-ons. I don't want to really spend too much time, purely because I actually spent the last few days recording myself saying, alright, this is how I set this up and this is how I set this up, and it actually went for a very long time, so I don't really want videos where I go through all my add-ons and then dribble shit for 20 minutes. So I'm just going to run you through all the add-ons and what they are. If you guys are keen on specifics and how to set certain stuff up, in particular with powers, which is one of the add-ons I'll discuss, the extent to that add-on is really, like, it can go from really simplistic to really complex, and the amount of things you can do with that add-on is truly amazing. So if you want specifics on how to set certain stuff up and some suggestions for certain add-ons and setups for it, then I will do specific videos for that. But for this one, we're just going to run through actually what the add-ons are for the main ones that you guys seem to be keen to know. Now first up is we're going to have a look at the actual unit frame thing here. As you can see, it's not up in the top left, and this one here is shadowed unit frames. The key for it is SUF, so shadowed unit frames. As you can see, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of customization. I recommend you go through and, just like I did, pretty much I downloaded the add-on and then just went through all the settings for myself and kind of got a feel for it. But that's pretty good and I very much enjoy it. So that's the shadowed unit frames. As you can see, myself here, my target here, my target's target down here, and then of course the focus target up here. Next up, we'll have a look at my cast bar. A few of you guys have been asking, not so many as others because most of you guys are probably aware of it, but it's quartz. Now as you can see here, quartz, very much like it because of the latency section as well. As you can see, the red bar indicates where the latency cutoff is, and as you can see with my target, it's a lot bigger, so it's in my face and I make sure I get interrupts. And likewise with my focus target, it's really big as well, so I make sure I get those interrupts off, or death grip the heals, that kind of thing. And that's quartz cast bar, or quartz 3 I think this one is. As you can see, quartz 3 just there. The next one I'll run you through is my actual nameplates. It's not the Blizzard default. Most of you guys may already know this one, but it's tidy plates, and the setting I use for that is just neon damage. Now when I bring it up, as you can see, it looks kind of different and cool, and my biggest feature I enjoy from it is the ability to see debuffs, and it also shows debuffs like silence. So if I silence that guy over there, you can see it over there, and even though I've got this guy targeted, you can still see the silence ticking down. And this is really good for BGs. I especially like it when I do a mouse over macro silence, or quickly switch to the pally, silence him, then go back to whatever I'm attacking. And it's good to be able to see that timer tick down over his nameplate. So that's tidy plates. Next up, the one that everyone's been asking me for, Gladiator LOSSA. Now this particular mod is the one that with the female voice, and she says countered and icebound down. And this one I will go into a little bit. What LOSSA stands for, I wouldn't have a clue. I assume it's line of sight spell alert maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but let's go into it. Pretty much it's kind of easy to concept, or easy to get your head around how the add-on works or how to customize it. But I'll run you through the examples why I love it. As you can see here, it is amazing. It literally has any and all spells that you'd love to see, and refers to buffs that they get, as well as buffs when they come down. Spell casting, so if they're casting big heals or hibernate or cyclone, it tells you. I'll give you an example of what she sounds like. Obviously you've probably heard it 100 times over, but
cyclone.
There you go. So you can actually preview what she says.
Mind control.
There you go, it's pretty good. I very much enjoy it.
Mind control.
And as you can see, you can go through all of these, and pretty much everything you've ever wanted to be well aware of, you can tick it or untick it as you see fit. And yeah, I really like it. The friendly interrupt is whenever yourself or someone else on your team interrupts an enemy cast, and that's when she says counted. Now, the main selling point for me for this is, apart from the fact that it's friggin' amazing, it's the fact that they're audio cues. So instead of cluttering up your screen with even more stuff that you have to be watching out for, you can just be playing the game, and as you know from the videos previously, they're pretty obvious. Like, as soon as she says it, like, you just know straight away, alright, cool, this warrior's popped recklessness, I can disarm him, or we can swap to the warrior and blow him up, or sweet, the healer's just blown his bubble, stuff like that. It's really good. Definitely recommend that one. And lastly, but not least, where is it? Nothing else that I think you guys have been asking about too much, but power auras is one that I will run through with you. As you can see, I popped it up here. These are the ones that show my spell cooldowns. So as you can see, whenever I have AMS down or Icebound Fortitude, as well as Hunger and Cold, I'll give you an example. I use Hunger and Cold, goes on a 1 minute cooldown. Oh no, you didn't see that one. There you go. AMS, as you can see the cooldown there. And Icebound Fortitude is another one, pops up. There's a 3 minute cooldown there. And can be used for trinket procs as well, as I'm sure you guys are aware of. And the extent of this add-on is really amazing. You can go from the trinket procs to anything. Like, the extent that you can use power auras for is truly amazing. Now keep in mind, if you do want to see specific videos about what I suggest and how to set up certain add-ons, let me know in the comments below, or send me a PM, or whatever the case is, and I can do that. I've made a few videos in the past about power auras and suggestions and how to use it and how to set up certain features within it that you may want to use power auras to track. For example, if you forgot to buff a particular buff all the time, like Priest with Inner Will or Inner Fire, if you keep forgetting to buff that every time you die in a BG, you can set up a power aura to remind you, so it's pretty good. So that pretty much all wraps up all the ones that I know you guys have been asking about. So if there are any that you don't, as always, as I mentioned, you know, hit me up. I'll more than happy to run you through any additional questions you guys have. So have a good one, guys. Catch you guys next time.